You guys, is my hair not giving you? I don't know how I feel about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am super excited for today's video because this one was really fun for me to prepare for. We are going to be doing a skincare tag, and this video actually came from my sister Emily. She's been helping me out part-time behind the scenes, so thanks Emily. Everyone say hi Emily. Thank you Emily for the video idea. You're the best. She really likes makeup content, so she was telling me that there was this eyeshadow palette tag going around. She wasn't sure which creator started it, either Allie Glines or Samantha March, she thinks, so credit to them for this idea. But she said they were talking about their eyeshadow palette collections from a bunch of different lenses or across a bunch of different categories, like their favorite palette, least favorite palette, most used palette, smallest palette, oldest palette, palette with the best memories, and things like that. So we're gonna be doing that same kind of concept here today, but for skincare. And if you guys really like this video, we can definitely make this an ongoing series and expand into other categories across hair care and makeup as well. I did make the executive decision to exclude sunscreen from this video. I went back and forth on it, but I honestly could answer all of these questions easily about sunscreen, and I feel like it would be rude to just put sunscreen in the skincare video and not give it its own dedicated video. Sunscreen deserves its own video, don't you guys think? So if you want to see this same video for sunscreen as well, we can do that too. But we're just going to be talking about skincare today. We have 10 different questions across a bunch of different categories. So if you guys want to hang out with me, talk skincare, kind of go down memory lane here, you have come to the right spot. We are going to jump into that in a second. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below telling me what your favorite skincare product is right now. We'll think of a new question for the end, if I remember. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. It really helps to support me with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate you so much. And if you need anything from me at all, check out my description box below because I have Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, timestamps for this video, discount codes, links to all of the products that I'll be talking about here today, and links to my favorite beauty products of all time. Why am I winded already? That's not a good sign. All right, let's jump into it. All right, first is going to be my newest skincare product, and I think it's this. I had to really stare at my collection. I think this is the newest one. It's the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. I had been staring at this for probably over a year. I was so intrigued, and I actually ended up getting it in PR, so thank you to Peach and Lily for that. This is so nice. So this has a lot of hydrating and calming ingredients in it. It has ingredients like Centella asiatica, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, plant extracts, and it feels so nice to apply as an added layer of hydration before I go in with serums and moisturizers. It's a very lightweight, fine mist. Oh, it just feels so nice on the skin. Is it necessary? Definitely not, but do I love reaching for it? Have I been using this nonstop? Yes, to both of those things. It's great. So if you're really into just juicy, hydrated, glowy skin, you want the added benefit of some calming ingredients, you're going to love this one so much. And I also think the packaging is so pretty. Nice glass bottle. Then on the flip side, we have my oldest product. So it doesn't look old because I still have it in a box, but it's the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion. I have had this sitting in my collection for a while now. I used to be obsessed with this lotion. I used it every single morning for probably close to 2 years to moisturize my skin. And I loved it so much because it's very lightweight. It has that gel-like formula that you guys know I love, and it's non-greasy or slippery whatsoever. So if you have oily skin, it's absolutely amazing. It gives you extra hydration, but it's not something that's going to make your skin look shiny or overly wet and dewy. And it also wears perfectly underneath makeup. It almost is like a little bit of a makeup primer that gives you a nice smooth base to apply makeup on top of without it having that kind of gross silicone primery feel. It definitely doesn't feel like that. It's just so nice. Won't be for you if you have dry skin, but if you're extra oily and you just can't deal with the thick moisturizing creams, check this out for sure. It has some really great hydrating ingredients with things like hyaluronic acid, ceramide, sugar molecules, amino acids, lactic acid, aloe, some great stuff in here. And unlike a lot of other products from It Cosmetics that are very heavily fragranced, this one is actually fragrance free. So if you have sensitive skin, you don't have to worry about that. But I feel like the reason why this is the oldest product in my collection, well, number one is because I just forgot that I had it, but number two is because I kind of put a pause on brands like this that had very fragranced products altogether. When I started to figure out that fragrance, sweet heavens, was really irritating my skin, I just deleted all products with added fragrances from my life because there were so many other options from brands like CeraVe and The Ordinary and the Inkey List. But that kind of, I don't know, made me forget about some things that I really, really, really loved. And It Cosmetics was definitely one of those brands. So it's not even an issue with this one because it's fragrance free, but I'm gonna start using this again. Little makeup primer moment. All right, the next category is my most expensive product, and it is Tatcha the Essence. This essence right here will cost you $105. $105. What? I know that that's not even that crazy when you think about how expensive some skincare brands and products are, but that is crazy for me because if you guys know me at all, you know that I am definitely more of an affordable skincare gal. This was actually sent to me in PR, so I had no idea how much it costs, and then I was looking it up for this video, like I bet it's up there. I almost spit out my water when I saw that this was 105 big ones. So if you're not familiar with this product, it contains fermented Japanese superfoods. And we talked about fermented skincare in my 2022 trends prediction video. And a lot of you said that you were interested in learning more about fermented skincare. You wanted to see if it was worth the hype. So I thought, maybe we could do a little bit of an experiment before and after with this video where I test it out, use up the full bottle, and see if fermented skincare really does make a difference in my skin. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. I am very down, but until then, I'll just be looking at it like this. Then we have my most affordable products. So I picked out The Ordinary because they definitely have the most affordable skincare products I own. This serum in particular is their Niacinamide Plus Zinc Serum. It was $5.90 at the time of me preparing for this video, but that price point has since increased. So this now costs $6.50, which isn't even $1 more than the original price point, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not like this costs $30 now. I just thought it was interesting, and they did raise prices across all of their products. Some are priced higher than this. So as one example, their AHA BHA peel is now $8. I think this one is just especially interesting to me because of my marketing background, but the timing just feels so random for them to increase prices because they exploded as a brand, what, like 2-3 years ago, I feel, and they maintained their dirt cheap price point throughout all of that. So now just feels like, why are you raising prices now when you could have done it before? I don't know, something feels fishy to me. So I thought that was interesting. It still is my most affordable product. Their products still are dirt cheap when you think about what they have to offer compared to other brands. So no shade there, but strange. Next is the brand with the cutest packaging, and I think I have to give this award to Geek and Gorgeous for now. I think their packaging is so cute. So everything is predominantly white, but then they integrate these paler shades like pink and yellow and blue, and then they add little icons like lightning bolts, and I just think that they do this so well. It's absolutely adorable. If you're not familiar with this brand, they are a Hungarian skincare brand, and they have incredible products. I love them so much. I'll definitely list some of my favorites from them below. Geek and Gorgeous is just a fan fave. Plus, it looks so cute sitting on top of your vanity. Okay, next is my smallest product. What in the world? So this is from Good Molecules, and it's their pure cold pressed rosehip seed oil. So their oils all come in this teeny tiny packaging, which just really threw me off the first time that I opened the box because the box isn't this tiny. So I was like, where's the rest of it go? And even the dropper, it's just so small. It's not like it really matters that much. I think if anything, it's just a little bit weird. Like, you gotta hold your hand weird versus something like this. Okay, let's do for reference. I mean, this just feels easier to use, but it's not that big of a deal. Good Molecules is very affordable. They also have super cute packaging. I was kind of torn between them and Geek and Gorgeous. So good oil, I like it. I don't know, maybe they'll come out with a larger size in the future. Maybe they already have one, I'm not sure, but teeny tiny compared to my biggest skincare product. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser, and this is the jumbo size. Look how massive this is. I actually love the idea of a jumbo size for products like this because this is something that you can use to remove makeup and cleanse the skin. So you have a lot of different potential uses here, and this is definitely something that I'm more likely to use a lot of and more frequently than some other skincare products. So this feels functional to me. It is huge though. Next is the skincare product with the best memory, and for me that is definitely the Dermatology Needleless Serum. This was probably the first skincare product that I ever used where I was like, wow, look at what my skin can look like when I'm using the right products and really taking care of it, because this was probably the first serum that had really standout ingredients like this that I introduced into my routine. Prior to using this, I wasn't really doing a ton with my skin. I mean, I cleansed it, I used moisturizer, but I wasn't really into skincare in a major way. And this was kind of my introduction into products like this, and I saw amazing results when I did start using it consistently. The other reason why this just has a special place in my heart is because of the brand. Dermatology was the first brand, I think, to accept me into their affiliate program, and I think that happened when I probably had like maybe 10,000 subscribers. So my channel was really small. Other brands didn't care about me because they didn't know who I was. They didn't even know I existed. So Dermatology will just always, again, have a special place in my heart because of that, and I will always have happy memories about this brand and this product. But how crazy that this was the first brand that I worked with in that way, and I am still obsessed with their products to this day. Still use this every single night, still use so many of their products all the time, which is why I rave about them all the time. I don't know, I feel like that doesn't always happen, like the first brand you work with, you're still that in love with. And you guys know I would never, ever, ever recommend something that I didn't actually genuinely love, so it just so happened to work out that way, which I think is pretty cool. Next is the skincare product that is worth the hype, and of course, you guys didn't think I was gonna pick anything other than tretinoin, did you? This 1000% has been and always will be worth the hype. Tretinoin is my all-time favorite skincare ingredient. Right now I'm getting it from Agency, but there are tons of other services like Agency that you can get Tret from, or you can just get it straight from your dermatologist. Doesn't matter the source, it's just the ingredient. It is absolutely worth the hype. It has transformed my skin in a way that no other skincare ingredient has. So I did recently post my 3.5-year tretinoin update. I will list that below. I talk about a lot of things that I wish I knew sooner, that I maybe thought would change, that didn't, and vice versa. So if you have been interested to start tretinoin and you're curious about it, a little nervous, I would definitely check out that video because I give you some tips there. But Tret, so worth the hype. Next is a product that is not worth the hype. So for me, this was kind of tricky. I feel like there's some, but there's one product in particular that I feel like I used to see comments about all the time on my channel. This, I think, was back when I was talking about jelly formula, like skincare that feels gel-like, is what I'm trying to say. That's when I was talking about skincare that had formulas like that all the time on my channel. So I think because of that, you guys were like, okay, well, if you love that, then you have to try the Versed Vacation Eyes Brightening Eye Gel. You'll love it. And I like it. I wasn't obsessed with it. I never really understood the hype. It is nice and lightweight. It has that gel-like formula. I would say same kind of thing as the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion. Works well under makeup, kind of acts a little bit like a primer. This one for me is good. I don't hate it, but it's also not crazy impressive to me in the way that another eye cream from Versed is, which is the Fix Emergency Eye Mask. So I think the reason why this one doesn't feel worth the hype to me is because Versed also has this. It has a gel-like formula, but I think that this one is even better. It just is a little bit thicker, a little bit creamier, but still so lightweight. Oh my gosh, this feels incredible on the skin. It's technically a mask that they recommend rinsing off, but there's no reason why you can't leave it on. I just leave this on like any other eye cream, and I'm obsessed with it in that way. Did I say that really weird? I am obsessed with it. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I love the feel of this formula at first, but I feel like once I rub it into my skin, it almost kind of disappears and doesn't do a lot for me, whereas this one leaves my eye area feeling soft and hydrated and conditioned, and there's just something special about it that I feel this one is lacking. So that's why I feel like this is not quite worth the hype, because this one takes its place. Second to last is a favorite product from a favorite brand, and I feel like I rave about a lot of the same favorite products over and over and over, so I wanted to pick something that I don't talk about as often from a brand that I also don't talk about a ton, which is the Inkey List, and that product is their Oat Cleansing Balm. This is the perfect cleansing balm for the winter time because it is so thick and nourishing. Not for the faint of heart. If you're not into a very thick formula, you're not going to love this, but if you have skin that's feeling dry, tight, dehydrated, itchy, if you have flakes, you're going to be obsessed with this for makeup removal because it will remove that makeup. It kind of just melts it down in such a gentle way. This also has colloidal oatmeal, which is a very calming and soothing ingredient, and it's not going to strip your skin whatsoever while you are removing it, because that process in and of itself can be irritating to the skin. So pairing the removal process with something like this, if you do have irritation, dream come true. And last is the product that I use the most. So there are several products that I've talked to you guys about a million times that are kind of non-negotiables for me. Things like tretinoin or the Dermatology Needleless Serum that I use every single day no matter what. So I thought for this one it would be fun to pick something that I don't need to use, but I choose to use over and over. And that's been the By Beam Milk Melt Vegan Oat Milk Cleanser. So obviously I cleanse every day, but I don't have to use this cleanser, but I have continued to repurchase this basically since the late spring, early summer. I love this so much. It's such an amazing formula. I have also talked about this a million times. It's just very lightweight, silky, milky, creamy, non-greasy, non-heavy, so soft, so gentle, so hydrating. I love everything about it, except for the fact that some of you told me you think this is getting discontinued. The panic I feel about this situation, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. Some of you were saying you saw this on clearance. I haven't been to a Target store since, and I feel like I'm kind of avoiding it because I don't want to acknowledge that potentially being true. I'm stressed about it, so I may be on the hunt for a replacement for this shortly, but for now, this is my most used non-essential product. All right, you guys, and that is it for the skincare tag. I really hope you enjoyed it. You already know I had so much fun putting this together, so let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video. Do you want to see this as an ongoing series where I cover other categories? If so, let me know which categories. Sunscreen, I'm down. Something specific within hair care, makeup, anything goes. I really would love to just continue to make these videos. If there's other creators that you watch that you want to see do this tag, send them my way. Let them know they should do it. I would absolutely love to watch other people do this same tag, talking about skincare or hair care or anything like that. And if you are a creator yourself, jump on this tag too. Let's get the ball rolling. If you did enjoy this video, you know the drill. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for your support in doing all of those things. It means the world. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for my next video because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.